please. DC, this is a huge fight for a lot of different reasons, but put the rivalry aside and all the emotion and all that. Talk about what this fight means to you for your legacy, because a lot of people think it all boils down to this. No matter what you've accomplished in 2 weight divisions, if you don't beat Jon Jones, history won't be kind to you and how you stand in all time.
Well, I mean, I think in time, the result of one fight will not overcome everything I've done in this sport. But the reality is, for me, I do need to win this fight, because if you look at all the things that I've done in my career, I've done it all outside of beating Jon Jones. It's the last thing for me to do, and yeah, it's very important. I need to win this fight on Saturday night as much as anybody else sitting up here.
Thanks, DC. For you, Jon, you've kind of had an interesting demeanor the last week or so. The interview with Brian Stann, the phone call, you've been very calm, collected, keeping yourself reserved. But I wonder, right now, Daniel Cormier is a few feet away, the championship belt's a few feet away. What are the emotions that are inside of you, the thoughts that are inside of you right now?
Man, I'm just excited to be here. Guys, first of all, thank you guys so much for being here. Yes, California, what's up? I'm just glad to be here, man. I'm grateful, man. It's been a long road to get back to where I am today. A lot of effort, a lot of things that you guys haven't seen. I've done a lot to get back here today. And I'm just so excited to be here, and got a super great feeling, man. Done everything right. Got the strongest team around me that I've ever had before. And we believe we're going to get the job done like we always do.
And Jon, just a quick follow-up. A lot of people feel like they're seeing the most real version of you that they've ever seen. Not worried necessarily about how you look, how you come off, how people are, perceiving you. Do you feel that's accurate? And is that a conscious decision?
Yeah, I feel like I'm at a pretty good place in my life, who I am. I just kind of learned not to give a fuck, and it feels great.
That's right.
Thanks, Jon. If I could quickly for Tyron. Tyron, I know that you were, kind of looking for some other fights out there, as a businessman, looking at your legacy, looking for other things. But I wonder, as a martial artist, fighting a guy like Demian Maia, preparing for somebody like him who's so good at one aspect of the game, was it exciting for you at all? Once this was the fight that you had, did you enjoy preparing for it?
I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and think I enjoyed someone jumping on my back and constantly defending the shots, but that's what you do. It makes me a better martial artist, because had I not been presented an opportunity to compete against him, I would have dug down deep in the jiu-jitsu background, learned how to defend, learned how to get ready for all these different positions, and the same thing with Stephen Thompson. So in hindsight, it actually is making me a better martial artist. I was always open to this fight. It's not like he won 7 fights in a row and he came by surprise, like I didn't know he was coming up. So I think that's, I wouldn't say that's 100% factual that, I wasn't interested in fighting him. I just wanted to fight. I didn't want to take a break. I didn't want to wait until the end of the year. And I felt like as a challenger, you step up and you fight. And that's why we fighting Saturday.
Thanks, Tyron. And just lastly for me, if I could, for Damian, please. You said when you won the fight earlier this year to get this, you said you wanted to wait a while. You had some things to do and some things to take care of. Now we're fighting, right now. I wonder, kind of what sacrifice did you have to make to get here, and what guarantees do we have that you're 100% the best Demian Maia that you can be here?
When we get the notice for the fights 5 weeks before, I was kind of wondering. But then, we were with our team and we talked and we said, this can be, the only chance that we have. Let's take this chance. And thanks God, I'm very good, that the camp went really well. We were afraid that we knew we couldn't make any mistakes in this camp. We couldn't. When you have like a 10-week camp, you can make some mistakes and correct during the way. But right now for this camp, you couldn't. Actually, we had like 4 weeks of training and the fight week. So, that's what we did. Was very intense, but everything worked really well, and my team was great and everything was great.
Over here. This question's for Jon. Hey, Jon, you're 30 now. So I'm wondering, as you turn 30, I guess on the 19th of July, what would you say about your 20s? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it somewhere in between? How would you look back on that decade in your life?
I don't really like you, Luke, so I'm not going to answer your question.
Down here in front.